Okay, I'm going to have to try to do this in 3 minutes or less because I've tried it over and over again. And part of this problem I'm having is that YouTube is, I think, becoming overused or something, or maybe there's a problem with the internet. Whatever the case may be, I've been trying to record this video several times, and each time when I get beyond a certain point, it's shutting down on me. And I want to just make a very quick to the point. At this point, you've read the essay, What is Freedom? And we've been thinking about and discussing, and you've been writing on Arendt. And as we arrive to this essay, What is Freedom? I want you now to take up the question in light of what we've been reading, but now stepping back and thinking thinking about the essay and thinking about it from an ideal or philosophical. So what now I want you to do is to ask yourself, what does it mean to be a teacher? What is it, despite all the things that happen over time and space and throughout history and all the conditions that we face today, what might be universally true? What is it to be an educator? How would you define that? What does it mean to be a teacher? Now, I want to do this quickly. I've already done it 5 times in over 10 minutes, so I'm going to get to the point now very quickly so I can record this video and save it. Number 1, in this essay, the reason I'm having you look at it is because it is by talking about freedom in light of education, I'm essentially saying that the teacher, in teaching, in some ways is, excuse me, I've been under the weather a little bit, is involved in doing something political. They are acting. And if you've read the essay, you know that freedom and action in politics are all together. Now, what makes freedom special and what makes it unique for Arendt is that it brings into being something that's never been done before. It's an action. Now, it seems to me that's pretty clearly what teaching in its ideal form is doing. Right? It is the moment of teaching is an act, because when it's happening, it's truly bringing something unique into the world, and that I want to call learning. Now, what I want you to look at and what I want you to focus on is page 152, where she talks about action happening because it's inspired from without by a principle. I'm not going to read it because, again, I've already done this a couple of times and the video keeps crashing on me. Look at page 152 and then write something where you respond to the question, what is the principle that is inspiring you to teach? And if you can articulate that and talk about freedom and action and teaching and the idea of the principle, so really take a look at this. I want you to explain how it is that you can claim that to be a universally valid principle that answers the question, what does it mean to teach? What does it mean to be a teacher? Which may or may not be the same question. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to think about and write about the principle that inspires you to teach. And I want you to explain what that is, maybe give an example, and I want you to show how, because it is inspiring you to act, it is enabling you to transcend the historical circumstances, and despite everything that's going on that's around us, allows you to teach, right? It inspires you to teach, so that when you enact that principle, you can say, I'm teaching. Of course, you could talk about maybe we don't always fulfill that principle, right? And we fall short of it. And that's something to think about. But there we go. 4 minutes and 33 seconds. It's still going. Excellent work thus far this semester. You folks have been fantastic. You've been working so hard. I've delayed in getting you feedback, but you're all doing so well, and I'm going to be getting you feedback over the spring break when I finally have time to take a break away from all the work and all the teaching and all the conference stuff, and actually really give you assessment going into the end of the semester. But I can assure you, you've all been doing outstanding work, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you write in response to this very specific question. So once again, page 152 in What is Freedom? Go back, look at that, and think about the principle that inspires you to teach.